For the 33rd year in a row, 12 of the best international baseball teams ascend upon one specific location for the 33rd annual World Boys Baseball Tournament. This year, all eyes are upon the Aloha State as we come your way here from Central Oahu Regional Park for the opening game of the 33rd annual World Boys Baseball Tournament. And for the first time in 3 years, it comes your way live and in full here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. Good morning or good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Cal McClurg joining you folks here from right behind home plate here at Central Oahu Regional Park for today's game between San Diego and Korea. It is a nice and warm day. Of course, we know that we have had the hurricanes and the storms over the past 48 hours or so here across the island of Hawaii. We got through yesterday, which we had some pretty measurable amounts of rain yesterday and other things included. But today the sun is out, and we are ready to get this 33rd annual tournament underway here today between Team USA San Diego and the team from Seoul, South Korea. Again, folks, Cal McClure joining you folks here for the third consecutive year of calling this tournament. But for the first time in about 2 years, I think, since we were last with you guys in 2012 in Sydney, Australia, the tournament comes your way live and in full with live streaming audio here only on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. The Korean team is out already as they are going to be the home team today in this opening contest. We'll get you the starting lineup for today's game. For Team USA San Diego, Dylan Wanamaker leads off, and he's on the mound today. Bailey Link bats second and will catch today. Nolan Garcia hitting third at shortstop. Jake Van Way at fourth, hitting fourth and at third base. Ryan Lovato in left batting fifth. Luke Arias in right hitting sixth. Cannon Romero at first base batting seventh. Anthony Rosario hitting eighth at second base. And Victor Lopez bats ninth and rounds out the order, and he is in center field. They will face the pitcher today for Team Korea. And, of course, the great names of the Korean teams. Hun Ji Song is on the mound today for the Korean club. And they are the home team in this opening contest. This is the first of 4 games across the regional park here today in Waiapu, Hawaii. The tournament being held here this year. Again, the 33rd annual tournament, folks. We'll go through all the background with this tournament throughout our entire 2 games today. San Diego will play a U.S. team from Hawaii in their next game at about 4:30 local time, 7:30 back in the Pac Coast. And if there is anyone out there viewing us in San Diego, we hope you guys will enjoy the broadcast of the games this year. Again, folks, this is only the first time in about 2 years we've actually come your way live with the tournament this year. The other years were tape delayed and pre-recorded audio. But thanks to the wonders of new technology and something called the personal hotspot on my phone, we can bring you guys this tournament live here this year for the first time in quite some time. And this is my 3rd year covering this tournament, folks, and it is a absolutely phenomenal experience to be able to cover this tournament when you are able to have the perks of having your dad as a coach on the team. You played with this team for 3 years. Then you step on the other side of the spectrum and go out here and cover the game, cover these games for all the participants of the tournament. Again, San Diego playing Korea today. The Korean team from Seoul, South Korea. They will be wearing their blue jerseys, white pants, light blue socks, and blue hats. Team USA San Diego today wearing their red tops, white pants, red socks, and red helmets with their Montreal Expo style red, white, and blue tricolored hats in today's game. Game time temperature, folks, 86 degrees at game time at 10:33 a.m. here on the island, or in the city, I should say, of Waiapu, Hawaii. You guys can also track the game if you are on the viewing page right now. You guys can also check out live stats on GameChanger.com. We have posted the link on my Twitter handle. You guys can also follow me on Twitter during the game at KalanoMac3. That is at Kalano Mac with the number 3. And Dylan Wanamaker is at the plate. First pitch of the tournament is on the way. That is low for ball 1. And for the 33rd time, the World Boys Baseball Tournament is underway here from the Corp, as we're calling it, Central Oahu Regional Park here this afternoon. The 1-0 pitch on the way. That is in there for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. And again, the game time temperature at 86 degrees, sunny and cloudy. It's a bit of a curing remedy since we came to you folks, or at least told you folks, about the rain that had come through here with Hurricane Isel and Julio. That next pitch in there for a called strike down low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no one out. Just underway here, kicking off the 33rd annual World Boys Baseball Tournament, folks. And we will be talking about the history of this tournament throughout our entire game broadcasts today and later on today, as that pitch is chopped towards short. Although that is the shortstop, his throw to first base is in time for the first out of the inning. So Wanamaker is retired, and that Bailey Link, who is catching today for Wanamaker, who's on the mound for today's game. So again, we have the live audio, the live stats, and we can also get social with you folks on Twitter. You use the hashtag WBB2014. Hashtag again, WBB2014. So after the first ground out, that brings up Bailey Link to the plate. Link is behind the plate today, catching the first batter of the game, Dylan Wanamaker. First pitch from Song on the way, high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So this is just like high school, folks. It is only a 7-inning game for this tournament, all the way around. 1-0 pitch. Link cuts on and misses for strike 1. Clouds are overhead here. It is they did rule it partly cloudy conditions for the game today here. The 1-1 pitch to Link is cut on and miss again for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got him on fastball riding in on his hands. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There are scattered clouds around the park here. I will say that because the sun has been bright and now it's sort of been reduced sunlight here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and that is off the fist, hit towards short, up in the air, shortstop with the grab. And there are 2 outs now in the top of the first inning, and that will bring up Nolan Garcia in the 3 spot today for the team from San Diego. Coming up at about 7:30 local time today. And a quick shout out to one of my great colleagues, Mr. Chris Davis on Twitter, who says, sounds good so far there, buddy. Plenty of D's and Y's, hashtag WB2014. So again, we do respect everyone's interaction with us today during the game broadcast on Twitter. Again, hashtag WBB2014. Here's the pitch on the way to Garcia. That curveball is in there for ball 1 on the inside corner. If anyone out there is watching on the Game Changer side of things, I'm going to try to speed up the speed of the broadcast of the stat tracker, but as I can. 1-0 pitch, and that is driven into right field for a base hit. So Garcia's aboard with a 2-out base hit. So the first bat of the game is aboard. That brings up Jake Van Way to the plate for San Diego. Now, unfortunately, folks, I do not have a easy up with me for this first game. I'm actually using channeling my inner Mary Poppins here and holding an umbrella while calling this game and also doing the stats online here. And I've been pestered a bit by a couple of yellow jackets around here. I've been looking for shade, so I will share my shade with anybody that does walk near the broadcast table over here behind home plate. First pitch to Jake on the way is foul tipped into the glove of the catcher for Korea. That is a strike. 1 ball, no balls, 1 strike. Again, folks, I'll say it again here, but again, we will cover as much of the history and format of this tournament while we get time today during both of our broadcasts today. 1-0 pitch, curveball high, but Garcia's off and running, and the pitch is actually the throw from the catcher to second base is in time to nail Garcia, who was caught stealing to end the inning. Goes 2-6, put out, recorded. No runs, 1 hit, no errors on a 11-pitch inning for Korea. The bottom of the first coming up. Korea and San Diego knotted up at 0-0. We'll take a break and come back here. World Boys Baseball on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. All right, folks, I had to take a little bit of a sip of water real quick, but welcome back, folks, to Central Oahu Regional Park, the Corpus, we're calling it here, for the 33rd Annual World Boys Baseball Tournament, live and full here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. Folks, we're going to get to some of the playing rules that we will address throughout the entire course of the broadcasts and the tournament. And in case anyone is wondering, the teams are made up of a core of 14 to 15-year-old kids who must be 15 years old or younger as of April 1st of 1998. The format of the tournament is there are 4 groups of 3 teams for the preliminary round games. Each team will play all the teams in its group plus three teams from other groups in full play, but top team in each group. With the best win or loss record will play in the semifinal round on August 14th, with the winners of those 2 games meeting in the championship game. The losers of the semifinals will play the third place bronze medal game. No game will be played to determine the winner of the teams who lost the playoff game. So this is basically structured like the World Cup. And Chris Davis, I know you're out there watching. This is a Google Hangout broadcast, in case anyone out there is wondering what we're using here. So, first pitch on the way from Wanamaker's in there for a called strike to the batter for Korea. I'll have to whip out the Korean roster with me here. Next pitch also in there for a called strike. So now the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes on the batter for Korea. We'll get you the Team USA, the San Diego defensive alignment in just a moment here. Next pitch is ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes. For Korea, it is, scoping really quick here, it is John Hook Park at the plate. And he will shoot one to right field and in there for a base hit, so leadoff man aboard for Korea. So a 1-out base runner here for the Korean team, and that brings up their number 2 hitter, which is, looking at the roster real quick over here, is Ji-Hun Kim at the plate. You will hear plenty of Parks and Kims and a lot of other names included with the Korean team, who has always been a great team to face in this tournament. They are very good. And now a pickoff towards first, runner leaning. Now in a rundown back over to first, Garcia waits and will tag the runner, and the base runner is nabbed on the pickoff attempt. So on the pickoff of play, it goes 1 to 3 to 6 on the put out for the first out of the inning. So the base runner erased off the play. So back to where we started, only with 1 out though. Base is empty now with 1 away. Here's the pitch on the outside corner. And and the home plate umpire, with a bit of a little minor hiccup there, thought it was strike 3 when it was only the first pitch to the batter that is batting for Korea. That next pitch is swung on a miss for strike 2. 0-2. And hey, and you know what? Hey, who can frankly blame him though? I mean, it's been a very long couple days here. That next pitch outside for ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes. To the batter, Ji-Hun Kim. 1-2 pitch on the fist and hit in the air. It is sailing out of play and lands on the lawn outside of the playing area over here. So we'll do it all over again here at 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch on the way, and that is shot in the air, foul down to the left field line and well out of play. So we'll do it all over again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Team San Diego will take on Hawaii, one of the 2 Hawaii teams in the tournament. We'll also go through all the group breakdowns in a few minutes here when we get to that point in time. 1-2 pitch, and that is hit in the air towards deep center field, giving chase, and that is going to be well over the center fielder's head. Lopez and all the way toward the wall. Kim on his way towards second. He is not going to stop and go towards third. Garcia's relay to third is going to be a bit late and dropped by the third baseman, and down the line it goes, but backed up though by Dylan Wanamaker. So the relay throw was there. The throw, though, a bit low and cannot be handled by the third baseman, so it's a 1-out triple for Kim, and Korea has a man in scoring position with 1 away here. And that brings up Jin-Woo Choi to the plate. So the deep fly ball hit towards center field, and I will say this, it is a pretty deep ballpark here at the Corp for Field A1 where we're at. It is roughly the same down the line, but it's a very deep center field here. Now the dimensions are a bit out of my sight here. So I would probably assume it's about 330 down the lines here at the Corp. And at least, I don't want to say 400, at least 390 perhaps out towards deep center field. That pitch was outside for ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Choi hits a high fly ball, bat flip and all in the towards center field. Lopez comes on, makes the catch, throw towards home, right on the money. It's going to get past the catcher, but that nice backup by Wanamaker. So there is 2 away on the on that fly out towards very shallow center field. No advancement from the runner. So 2 away for Korea. That brings up Jin-Hook Yu to the plate. Last name spelled Y-U, just like Rangers pitcher Yu Darvish. Team USA's defensive alignment real quick. Lovato, Lopez, Arias left to right on the outfield. Banaway, Garcia across the left side of the infield. Rosario, Romero second to first. Link and Wanamaker, the battery mates today for the opening game. That first pitch hit towards third. It's going to get through for a base hit. That'll bring in the first run of the ball game. 2-out single for Yu. And Korea leads it early, 1-0 on the RBI base hit. So 2-out single. That will now bring up for Korea. The numbers are not in not in order here. It is Dong Ju Park at the plate now. Korea now on top 1-0. 2-out single for the batter Yu, and that brings up Park to the plate. First pitch in there for a called strike on the inside corner. Now, in spite of the 86-degree game time temperature, folks, there is a cool breeze for the time being coming through the park, at least, for the time being. The next pitch, check swing, but does not go. Good stop, though, by Bailey Link, but they will appeal regardless. It is ball 1. So maybe hot, but at least there is some sort of a breeze coming through the park here. That's all that matters here. And that next pitch is in there, and the batter park gets nailed. So first and second now for Korea. 2 away, though, for Team USA San Diego. Song Won Lee at the plate. And again, Chris Davis out there having some fun with some of the players on Korea. And honestly, folks, it's really it really is absolutely, it's really awesome though that I'm able to actually call these games, and learn all these guys' names and stuff. And honestly, it's probably one of the better experiences that I had so far covering any sport I've covered. That first pitch was in there for a called strike, so plenty of funny names we'll get to throughout the entire course of the tournament. That next pitch is low for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Korea on top 1-0 early here in the first inning. Again, San Diego will take on a Hawaii team coming up at about 7:30 pack time, 4:30 Hawaiian Standard Time here. Next pitch is ripped on and missed by the batter, Juan. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. And Korea leading San Diego 1-0. First and second for Korea. So far, no runs, 1 hit, no errors for San Diego. 1 run on 3 hits early for the Korean team. There goes the runner off third. Pitch is low for ball 2. That throw down to second base is in plenty of time to nail the base runner at third. And that ends the inning. But Korea, though, does strike first. On the inning, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors on 19 pitches. We're through a whole inning. Here from the Corp, it is 1-0 Korea here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel.
Are you done? Back home, can people back home listen to this, or?
Yes, you'll be able to. top two getting ready to get started here from the Corp again at Central Oahu Regional Park here in Waiapu, Hawaii. Beautiful day here. Been a rugged couple days though with the hurricanes coming through here. Some moderate rain though back at our hotel back on Waikiki Beach, but nothing too serious. The sun came out, and we are again here in Game 1 of the 33rd Annual World Boys Baseball Tournament here. Korea leading San Diego 1-0. Gamble joining you folks here from behind home plate here at A1, Field A1 of the Central Oahu Regional Park. Jake Van Way at the plate to get this inning underway for San Diego. Curveball in there for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. It will be Van Way, Lovato, Arias coming up here. One-0 pitch on the way to Jake, and that is ripped in the air towards left. That'll fall in for a base hit. Leadoff man aboard for San Diego. So a nice base hit for the leadoff man for San Diego. So there is an aboard that brings up Ryan Lovato at the plate now. Hopefully folks can hear us loud and clear. It's been a very, very good start to the day so far, and we're really glad though that we can bring you guys the tournament this year live and in full for the first time in many years. Bunt it back towards the mound. They'll go to first. Sack bunt play. Great job by Ryan Lovato, recognizing and obeying the situation of the man on first base. Sack bunt. So the sack bunt is ruled on him. That does move Van Way to second, so a productive at-bat there. So man in scoring position now for Luke Arias, who's out in right field today for San Diego. Top two here, man on second base. First pitch to Luke on the way is high for ball 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch on the way, swung on a miss by Luke. 1 ball and 1 strike. I was just checking to see if there was anything on my Facebook page about game so far. I did post the link though to the broadcast in the tournament Facebook group, and a few people liked it, so hopefully some of them are tuning in perhaps. We'll see. You know, we do have at least 2 people watching, so that's at least good to hear. Here's that next pitch that is way low and in the dirt. Great stop by the catcher. 2 balls and 1 strike. Korea leading 1-0. 1 run on 3 hits so far for Korea. No runs, 2 hits here for San Diego. They do have a man on second base with 1 out. And now the throw to second base is a little offline there. Back out towards center field. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 away to the batter, Luke Arias. Here's the pitch on the way to Luke, and he will foul that one back towards the screen. And now the count evens up to 2 balls and 2 strikes. First baseman waits on deck for San Diego. 2-2 pitch on the way to Luke, and Arias hits one towards short. It's going to fall for a hit. Very, very shallow. They're going to hold the runner at third, but then the ball gets kicked around in center field. So Arias kind of fights off a pitch and gets himself a seeing eye bloop single into center field. So men are on the corners now with 1 away, and that will bring up Cannon Romero to the plate, with Anthony Rosario waiting on deck. Third hit of the game for San Diego. Both teams have 3 hits early in the game. Korea, though, has the more important factor, the first run of the ball game on their side of the scoreboard here. In our next game, San Diego playing Hawaii. 4:30 Hawaiian time, 7:30 Pacific time, back here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. First pitch to Romero, high and inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 20th pitch of the game for Song, the pitcher for Korea. First of 3 games going on here. Today's the pickoff attempt at first is not in time. But there are 3 different games going on right now here at the Corp. You know for a fact we have all 3 U.S. teams playing from the mainland, which would be San Diego, Fresno, and Alameda all playing right now. Next pitch to Romero is high for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. The games for San Diego, folks, were actually supposed to be held at Hans L. Orange Park, which is the home of the NCAA Division II Pacific Coast Athletic Conference's Hawaii Pacific University Sea Warriors. But the games were moved here because of the weather, of course, from the hurricanes over the past 48 hours, to this beautiful facility here in Waiapu. That pitch is high for ball 3, so the count now full at 3-0. So Romero in the driver's seat here. First and third with 1 out.
Here we go. Come on.
Korea leading San Diego 1-0. 3-0 pitch to Romero is inside, ball 4. So a 1-out walk, and the bases are loaded, and that will bring out a visit here from the Korean pitching coach for Anthony Rosario. Bases are loaded here, so we have a quick mound visit here from the Korean pitching coach toward his pitcher. And folks, I would appreciate if you guys sent in if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns about the broadcast or the tournament in general. Send them over to my Twitter handle at KalanoMac3 at KALANO Mac3 with the hashtag WBB2014. The tournament hashtag on Twitter again is WBB2014. So after the visit, Anthony Rosario to the plate for San Diego. The bases are loaded with 1 away. Van Way singled. Arias also singled. Romero walked. All that sandwiched on a sac bunt from Ryan Lovato. That next pitch is ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 5 straight balls here from the pitcher Song. 24 pitches into his second inning of work here. There is a pitch limitation as well on the pitcher as well. The max they can go is 12 innings for the first round of the tournament. High fastball in there for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chris Davis again on Twitter saying the Padres won today 8-2, so that's good to hear at least. Rosario takes a called strike. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes with Victor Lopez, the center fielder, waiting on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Song's 1-2 pitch on the way is a breaking ball that is stopped by the catcher. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It appears the game to our left behind us here at the Corp, featuring Japan and Hawaii, is getting ready to get underway. Just a few feet away here from our field over here at Field A1. That pitch is outside for ball 3, so the count full now here on Anthony Rosario. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. And a chance here to tie or go ahead here early in this game. And Rosario calls time as the San Diego bench making some noise here to get behind their batter. Full count, 1 out. Bases loaded, second inning, a 1-0 lead for Korea. 3-2 pitch to Rosario on the way. It's a breaking ball that is in there for a called strike 3. Down goes Rosario, 2 away now. So what could possibly be San Diego's best chance right now to tie this game will have to require a base hit now. 2 away now for the 9-hitter, Victor Lopez, the center fielder today for Mark Wilson's team. Bases remain loaded. Vandeweghe at third, Arias at second, and Romero at first. First pitch to Lopez on the way, and that is hit towards second. It's going to get through for a base hit. Vandeweghe scores. They will hold up the runner at third. This game is tied 1-1. So a big 2-out hit for Victor Lopez. 4th hit of the game. Tied up at 1. Back at the top of the order here in Dylan Wanamaker for San Diego. So a good piece of hitting there by Lopez to go the other way. Past a diving effort by the second baseman, Bay. So we're knotted up here 1-1. Bases remain loaded here. First pitch to Wanamaker outside for ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Dylan grounded up to a short his first time up. Song's 1-0 pitch. Hit in the air towards center field. Back in Babbitt, center fielder, on with it and makes the catch to end the inning. But not before San Diego gets on the board. 1 run on 3 hits, though, with no errors. They do leave the base loaded on a 21-pitch inning. 1.5 complete here from the Corp. We're all tied up here at 1-1. Be back in a moment here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. All tied up here at 1-1 as we get back here from the Corp Central Oahu Regional Park. 1-1 tie, San Diego and Korea live here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. Here's me bringing the action for the first time in 2 years live and in full here. 1-1 score here. If you missed the top part of the second inning, San Diego loaded the bases with 1 out, and then Victor Lopez with a big 2-out single to bring in the tying run for San Diego. So to the plate here is Korea with a 1-1 tie, and now the batter that was up when the inning ended for Korea, Lee Song-won, is at the plate here for Korea at a 1-1 tie. We've had some good interaction so far with some people back in San Diego that are watching, and some of our friends in the World Boys Baseball Tournament Facebook group, at least, about the broadcast. So we're glad that you guys are able to watch us and are enjoying the coverage of today's game. And for all the San Diego games here live here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel, next pitch is cut on a miss for strike 2 by Juan. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a 1-1 tie. Here's the pitch. 1-2 is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up here for Korea. So far today, both teams with a run. San Diego with 4 hits and 3 hits only for Korea. The foul ball literally took the mask of the umpire off. So he's all right. Knocked his sunglasses off too. So Link and Wanamaker will converse and chat about a few things real quick to give the umpire some time to catch his breath. And we will be putting again with the next game for San Diego coming up at 4:30 Hawaiian time, 7:30 Pacific time, when they play the Hawaii Select coming up. That pitch is cued off the end of the bat. Wanamaker scoops up quickly and onto first in time for the out. It was literally cued off the end of the bat, sort of like a swinging bunt almost. So it goes 1-3 on the putout for the first out of the inning. And the DH now, Lee Jean Uy at the plate now for Korea. Pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1 now. Another picture-perfect day here after we've had the rain over the past few days because of the hurricanes that came through the island here. Sunny and warm, light breeze in the mid-80s here. 1-1 pitch. That misses low for ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for San Diego. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors for Korea. That 1-1 pitch is a bit high and all the way to the backstop. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch. Hit high in the air towards deep left field. Lopez over and makes the catch. There is 2 away. First pitch in there, swung on a miss for strike 1. 1 ball, no balls, 1 strike, I should say, here to the batter for Japan, or Korea, I should say. What am I thinking here? Japan is playing at another field just across the way from me here. Now it's no balls and 2 strikes to the batter for Japan, or Korea, one of those two. Batter is Kung-Woo Jin. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Again, I said Japan on accident, folks, again, because Japan is playing a game behind me here, and you can probably hear them in the background. That pitch is swung on a miss for strike 3. Down goes the batter for Korea. Clean inning for San Diego. No runs, no hits, and no errors on a 14-pitch inning. Through 2 full, we're level at 1-1. All right, welcome back to the Calamac 94 YouTube channel, folks. Top of the third inning here between San Diego and Korea. Bailey Links at the plate. Next pitch is low for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. We've had a few fans of the San Diego team come over and see what the link was for the broadcast, so we're all handing them out. That pitch is in there for a called strike to Link. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch to Link on the way, and that is cut on a miss for strike 3, and Link is retired for the first out of the inning. So that'll bring up Nolan Garcia now to the plate. Garcia had a single in the first inning for San Diego. First pitch on the way. That is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Final pitch from Song on the way. That is high for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out, and a 1-1 tie here. Top of the third inning from the Corp, Central Oahu Regional Park here. Here's the pitch, and Garcia hacks on and misses for strike 1 with 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that one is also swung on a miss by Garcia, so the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jake Van Way waits on deck. Two and 2 count, 1 away. 2-2 pitch. Garcia hacks out that one, and that ball is hitting the air down the right field line, but well out of play. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch to Garcia. That breaking ball is in there. Called strike 3. Down goes Garcia. Didn't really approve of the call. There is 2 away. The 2 away now for Jake Van Way. Van Way also had a single in the top half of the second inning of play. First pitch to Van Way on the way, and that is swung on a miss for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. 2 away. Top 3 here from Central Oahu Regional Park in a 1-1 tie. Here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. Very excited, folks, to be covering this tournament for the 3rd straight year. But above all, though, live and in full, though, for the first time in a few years as well. Next pitch is low for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike now to the batter, Van Way. That 1-1 pitch is swung on a miss for strike 2, so the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Jake Van Way. That 1-2 pitch, that breaking ball is in there for strike 3, so the side retired on strikeouts. Nothing for San Diego on the top of the 3rd. Bottom 3 coming up. We're all tied up at 1-1 right here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. Be back in just a moment. Well, we come back to the field here, and quickly, Uno Dos Tres. 3 straight strikes from Wanamaker. That strikes out the number 9 batter for Korea, so there's 1 away. Back to the top of the order now for Korea. So 1 away very quickly here after the strikeout. And there's another strike from Wanamaker. It is now 0-1. On June Hin Park. And now it is just finishing up a few things right now. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. 0-2 pitch, that is high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That 1-1 pitch is going to be hit down the third baseline and could not be gloved by the third baseman, Van Way. Late, a little bit of a delayed reaction by Jake. Tough ball hit. But nevertheless, the runners aboard on the air. So the first air of the game to San Diego. So a 1-out base runner here for the batter, Ji-Hun Kim. Bottom 3, a 1-1 tie. Korea scored back in the first, San Diego back in the second inning. Pitch and a fake bunt. Now there's going to be a throw down to second base, and the throw is going to get into center field, delayed steal. Now they're going to go to third. Lopez's throw is going to be offline and smothered by Van Way. So the throw was there. No one covering. So with that play, Korea has moved a base runner to third base on a delayed steal. And the throw into no man's land, all the way out to center field. So now the infield is going to play at regular dip. They're going to trade the out for the run here. Here's the 1-1 pitch, is way outside. Next pitch is cut on and missed. A great spot by Wanamaker. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, 2 pitch, and that is fouled off to the screen. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Slapped towards second base, and it's going to be bouncing off the glove of the second baseman. The throw is going to be in time, not in time. It brings in the run, the head first slide 2 over there at first base, so a couple of defensive miscues. So back-to-back, so another error on San Diego. The run does come in to score. And Korea regains a 1-run lead at 2-1. With 1 away here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, so a couple of defensive miscues out there. Has put Korea back on top, and a quick throw and a quick tag at first base, but the base runner back in time for Korea. That brings up Choi to the plate. Choi has flew out to center field in a steal, and another base runner thrown out at second base by Bailey Link, so another great throw by him. So 2 outs on another caught stealing. So another base runner erased off the base paths. Pitch, by the way, was a ball. Now it is 2 balls and no strikes. Little minor problem here with the live stat feed here. We got that resolved. And the inning comes to a close as the fly ball in the air to right field is caught. So Korea, though, does tack on another run on a couple of little minor miscues out in the field by San Diego. In the inning for the Korea team, 1 run on no hits with 2 errors. Through 3, it's 2-1 Korea here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. Ryan Lovato to the play as we get underway in the 4th inning of play here. That first pitch, a curveball in there for a called strike on Lovato. 2-1 Korea here in the top of the 4th inning here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. Here is the next pitch on the way, and that is going to be fouled off to the screen, and now it is no balls and 2 strikes. It is Lovato, Arias, and Romero, 5, 6, 7 batters due up for San Diego. 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors for San Diego, 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors for Korea. The 0-2 pitch on the way, and that is a breaking ball that is in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We've had a good core of viewers today for our first game, so we're really excited to have that today. That pitch is shot foul down the left field line. And that was Song's 50th pitch of the ball game. If anyone is keeping pitch counts at home. Maybe, maybe not, who knows. So there's been a bit of a steady flow of viewers on the page today, so really excited about that. That we have some people viewing us today, so we're really happy about that. 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way to Ryan Lovato. That curveball is cut on and missed for strike 3. Another strikeout for Song. That is the first out of the inning. That brings up Luke Arias to the plate. Arias had a bloop single into center field his first time up. Back in the second inning when San Diego tied the game at 1. First pitch to Luke in there for a called strike, 0-1. Two-1 Korea leading. Game 1 of the 33rd annual World Boys Baseball Tournament here from Waiapu, Hawaii. Next pitch in there again for a called strike. So Arias now on a 0-2 hole. So we will get to some of the history of the tournament coming up throughout our games today. We will get to that, to some of it at least, during this break in the action here. That pitch is tied for ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's a very interesting story of how this tournament began. Again, as we said, we'll get to that throughout the entire course of the game and throughout the entire tournament. We'll revisit that, of course, throughout the entire tournament, folks, because this is a ongoing August tradition where we've had this great tournament held every year, and that pitch is cut on and missed, but Arias the ball was dropped, and it's a swing and miss on the drop third strike, but Arias is out on the play. Goes to 3 in the book. 2 away, and that brings up Cannon Romero to the plate. Romero had a crucial walk back in that second inning that loaded the bases for San Diego. Romero's first pitch is cut on and miss for strike 1. Korea clings to a 2-1 lead here. Only have 3 hits, but a couple of little minor hiccups in the field basically gave Korea that second run of the ball game. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball low for ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Romero, and it's fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 away to Cannon Romero. 2-1 Korea. Top of the 4th inning here. First of 2 games today for San Diego, which technically today could have been day 2, but of course with Hurricane Isela and Julio coming through the islands, the rain did not make the tournament opening day a factor. Cut on miss for strike 3. Down goes Romero. The inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, and no errors for San Diego to the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-1 Korea leads. And with that, folks, we'll get to some of the background / history of the 33rd annual, or actually of the annual World Boys Baseball Tournament. The games began back in 1973 when the Japanese Boys League, which is the head honcho and governing body of this tournament, sent a team of their 14 to 15-year-old baseball players to California to play a series of friendship baseball games. The goal of it was to promote international understanding and friendship between Japan and the U.S. They asked well-known and respected Japanese businessman P.A. Shibata, who was currently living in Hayward, California at the time, to make the dream possible. He arranged the games against teams from Hayward, Santa Maria, and Gardena, California, and the Japanese team that, at the time, stayed at local hotels throughout their visit. Similar trips began back in 1975 and 1977 during the beginning of the tournament and the games. So we're going to get to the bottom of the 4th inning here, but we will continue on with the background of the tournament, folks. Again, it's been ongoing for the past 33 years, and it's been really sort of gaining ground a bit, I could kind of say, I guess, for me being around this tournament for the past 10 years as a player, dignitary, and also as a broadcaster, the tournament has been a great experience for not just players but families to be able to sort of connect and convey and meet all these great players and families from other parts of the world. That goes on. This tournament goes on every August, and it's always a great experience. Back to the matter at hand. It is a 2-1 Korea lead, bottom of the fourth inning. The next pitch is outside for ball 4, so a leadoff walk for Korea as Wanamaker's now hit the 50 pitch mark. So leadoff man aboard here for Korea. And that is now going to bring up Dong Ju Park to the plate. Park is out in left today for the Korea team. Man on first, no one out, and they lead 2-1, they being Korea. So the bunt play on here. Now there goes the runner off first, and the throw down second base is going to be there, and not in time this time, actually, as the throw was bobbled by the second baseman. So off the fake bunt steal, Korea has moved a man into scoring position with no one out, and I do stand corrected, folks. It was a strike on the pitch, not a ball. So let me kind of go back in the fray here a bit. Called strike on the pitch. Stolen base, though, for Korea either way. So the bunt play back on again here. And the bunt play is bunted towards the mound. Wanamaker waits for Rosario to cover first. He's there in time, so the putout goes 1-4 on the sack bunt. So the sack bunt play again goes 1-4 on the putout. Man runner goes to third. So Korea, with a chance to tack on and have their biggest lead of the ball game at 2. But right now we have a substitution here for the Korea team. Let me go and fiddle through the roster real quick. Coming in now to bat is Kang Min Lee, coming in now to pinch hit here for Korea. So we will throw his name into Game Changer, and we will go from there. So the pitch to Lee is a wild pitch, and that will bring in the run here for Korea. So the wild pitch. So the wild pitch makes it 3-1 Korea for their biggest lead of the ball game. And that next pitch is a called strike as the batter Lee was attempting to bunt and run at the same time. So the count evens up at 1-1 strike. Korea goes on top now 3-1. Back-to-back innings really scored a run. Next pitch to Lee is fouled off, and it is now 1-2 strikes. 3-1 now. Korea leads. Base hit or a walk, stolen base, sack bunt, wild pitch in that order. Pitch low and outside, 2-2 strikes now. Still have a steady stream of viewers watching the broadcast, so we're very glad to let you folks take taking time out of your day to watch the game today, or at least listen to the audio here. One reason why I say audio, because I do not have a webcam with me. I do, but it is a front-facing one, and I do not think you guys want to be staring at me for the entire 2 games today. 2-2 pitch is hit in the air towards third. Van Way and Garcia converge. And the catch made by Jake Van Way for the second out of the inning. So there is 2 away. So 2 gone here for Team USA San Diego. And that brings up Lee Jean Ari to the plate, who is DHing for the pitcher today for Korea, which is Hun Ji Song. Pitch is outside for ball 1, 1 no strikes. Bottom 4, 3-1 Korea leading. That pitch in there for a called strike, 1 strike. And of course, we'll get to some of my stories from the tournament when I was a player for 3 years, of course, later on in our broadcasts. Next pitch is low and smothered by the catcher. Link, 2 balls and 1 strike. One pitch that is shot foul towards the USA dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, and Korea leads San Diego 3-1. Pitch on the way is golfed in the air towards right, but Arias comes on and makes a great catch to end the inning. The pitch was almost like it was a tee shot in golf. Was kind of lifted off the ground towards right. Arias had to make a kind of readjust his body to make the catch, but the inning does come to a close. However, though, Korea does tack on a run without the benefit of a base hit or an error. Through 4 full, it is 3-1 Korea right here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. Don't go away, whatever you do.
Bueno, zurdo.
All right, we got our new pitcher in the ballgame here for Korea. One away quickly here. We were just kind of making sure that we double-check to see who was coming in for Korea. The new pitcher for, real quick here, is Jung Young Ha in the game now for Korea. Quickly one away here after Anthony Rosario is retired. 3-1 Korea leads top of the 5th inning. Late innings here now at the court. Here's the pitch on the way. That is in there for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. The breeze has sort of died a little bit. It's been recurring though, but it's kind of faded away a bit here. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That breaking ball hits Lopez in the foot. So hit by pitch is ruled. So the man is aboard here for San Diego. So a 1-out base runner here. That brings up back to the top of the order in Dylan Wanamaker. The lefty in his throw to first base almost sailed over the first baseman's head. One run, 4 hits, 2 errors for San Diego. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors for Korea. The lefty Ha is keeping base runner very, very close over at first base. Goes over there. And Wanamaker's hits this one in the air and foul. And it is out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That is low. And a fake snap throw down to first base. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wanamaker hits it towards deep left field. It's going to get over the head of the left fielder. Wheeling around third. Here comes the base runner in to score from first. It's an RBI double for Dylan Wanamaker. We got ourselves a 1-run ball game. It's 3-2 now in favor of Korea. So a big hit now. Time is going to be called here by the Korean coach, pitching coach at least, come out and talk to his pitcher. But how about Victor Lopez scoring all the way from first on that fly ball to deep left? The left fielder perhaps mangled by the sun here. Sunglasses are on though. Well over his head towards the warning track here. And Victor Lopez wheels and deals all the way in from first base. It's now 3-2 Korea leading here, and a chance now to tie this game up here at 3-3. That is the 5th hit of the ball game for San Diego. Korea has only had 3, and that was back in the first 2 innings of play. They have not had a hit since the 2nd inning of play in this game today. So now Bailey Link at the plate, who has sort of had a day to not remember really. He's flown out to short and struck out his last at-bat. First pitch low, ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. Looking at the group the San Diego team is in, this might be one of the tougher games in their group that they play. Korea has always been a team that has given San Diego problems. And it's normally been a game like this where it's been back and forth seesaw all the way until someone makes that one crucial mistake that has cost somebody a ball game. It's now 2 balls, no strikes with 1 away. Last year up in Fresno, the game went back and forth as well. Korea won the game on a walk-off single in the 7th inning. So you know that these teams are destined for another game like this. But sort of looking at the group pairing this year, this might be San Diego's only tough game in their group that they'll face. called strike, 2 balls, 1 strike. Because looking further down the road here for San Diego, Hawaii later today. Let me actually whip out the group pairings real quick here for the tournament. I mean, looking at the big picture, in their group, it's them, Singapore, and the Australia Sky team. The Korea is in the third group, which is Group C, which features Iolani Baseball, the Navy Australia team, and themselves. So this might be San Diego's only tough game, perhaps, in the opening round of the tournament, perhaps. But again, we will just have to wait and see what does unfold here as the next pitch is cut on and missed by Link. So the count now at a full count status of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Wanamaker is on second, full count pitch, and Link lays off for ball 4, so the go-ahead run here in the 5th inning is on first. It is first and second with 1 away for Nolan Garcia. They're going to call timeout here and run for their catcher here. So the courtesy runner here is going to be Connor Bailey. So Connor Bailey, to get some speed out there, will pinch run at first for Link. 3-2 Korea, top of the 5th inning. Chance here for San Diego to tie this game or go ahead. Nolan Garcia at the plate. Throw back to second is not in time to get Wanamaker. Garcia has singled and struck out his 2 trips to the plate today. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Garcia shoots this one in the air foul down the right field line, so the count now goes to 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Breaking ball inside for ball 1, and it drove Garcia way out of the box. So the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. First and second with 1 away. In a 3-2 game, Korea leads by 1. One-two pitch, way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And I stand corrected, folks. It's actually a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And now time will be called, and I believe it was 2-2. And I was correct. So 2 balls and 2 strikes, actually. Hopefully, umpire getting a little ahead of himself, but he's got a tough enough job already, so we won't hold it against him. 2-2 pitch, and Garcia swings and misses at a pitch high in his zone, and there is now 2 away. So some of the air coming out of his sails here for San Diego. That brings up Jake Van Way. Van Way has singled and also struck out today. Diego, we're on the top of the 5th, out of 7 innings only here in this tournament. And Korea clings to a 1-run lead. First pitch from high, or from high, I should say, is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch on the way, and Van Way cuts on and misses a foul tip, though, into the glove. Even count at 1 ball, 1 strike. And there is 2 away. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 away. Korea leads 3-2. First and second, 2 away. Pitch to Van Way on the way. That is high for ball 2. Before the game started, I was sitting out in the sun. There is no tent for me here. Was pretty close, folks, to calling this game on top of a electrical utility box because there was no table or chair when I did get to the field today. But of course, thanks to the hospitality of Victor Yamasaki and his great staff, they have provided a table and a chair for me. And I do have the coverage of an umbrella, at least, to keep the shade here at the court. 2 balls, 2 strikes now as Van Way cut on a miss for strike 2. 2-2, 2 outs. The deuces are, in fact, wild. And now Wanamaker's going to just take off for no reason. And now the throw's going to get by the third baseman. They go down the line. That's going to bring the tying run. Wanamaker's going to score. Now going towards third to throw to third base. This is going to be in time to end the inning, but the run does come across. The run did come across. So, kind of on a broken play, Dylan Wanamaker goes towards third. And the throw, which was pretty academic, is botched and missed by the third baseman. And it went down the line. Did bring in the run, but Connor Bailey was tagged out, though, at third base to end the inning. So the out does go 5-1 to end the inning. But 2 runs do score with 1 hitter in the air in the inning. Bottom 5 coming up. We're all tied at 3 here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. Back to the action here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel after a pretty wacky ending to the top half of the 5th inning. A throwing error by the pitcher to third base on a steal by Dylan Wanamaker that eluded the third baseman covering the base. Down the line to bring in 1 run to tie the game. Connor Bailey's attempt to go to third, tagged out, though, to end the inning. So that pitch is high for ball 1. So there's a new batter up as well for Korea. We will get his name plugged into the stat feed in just a moment here. It is Sang Yoon Kim at the plate. Who is now at the plate here for Korea. Pitch is cut on and missed for strike 3. The throw down to first base, and plenty of time to nab the base to nab the runner. And there is 1 away. So on a strikeout goes 2-3, 1 away. So I'm a bit trying to figure something out here real quick, folks. Just give me 1 second here. Not quite sure what occurred on the feed here for the stats, so I'm going to make a quick little minor adjustment here. Just to something real quick here, so all right, so all that's been taken care of, so we're going to get back to the action here. Just had a bit of a minor hiccup here with the game changer. That is outside for ball 4, so a 1-out walk issued by Wanamaker. So man aboard here for Korea, back to the top of the order here in Park. Three-3 tie here. It's been a back-and-forth game like most games with Korea and San Diego normally are. That pitch is in the dirt and smothered nicely by Bailey Link. 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for San Diego. 3 runs on 3 hits and an error for Korea.
Pitch count? I blew it. What it is, I can't read it.
73.
Thanks.
Kickoff attempt towards first base. Man on first, 1 away. There's the pitches, hit down the line and foul. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Pitch is out. Actually, that was a pickoff attempt towards third base, or first base, I should say. Pitch is hit in the air and foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 3-3 tie, bottom 5 here at Central Oahu Regional Park. Pitch is fouled off at the plate. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. And now we'll have a timeout here as Link and Wanamaker will converse on the mound real quick, get back on the same page. And again, folks, our broadcast game for the next game, San Diego playing a team from Hawaii. Game time is set for 4:30 Hawaiian time, 7:30 Pacific time, back here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. And hopefully it'll be just a little bit cooler here for that 4:30 game. 1-2 count, pitch on the way. Outside corner, strike 3. Down goes the batter Park for the second out of the inning. 2 gone, and that will now bring up to the plate here for Korea. As soon as I'm able to find his name in the lineup card real quick. Ji-Hun Kim at the plate now. Pitch is bunted in the air, but foul. Sky-high foul ball on the bunt. Up to the top of the fence here. So, fun play presumably on here for Korea, who knows. 0-1 pitch. That is fouled off again. So now the count now is no balls and 2 strikes. Quick throw over to first base. Check up on the runner. Here's the pitch. That is in the dirt and smothered by the catcher, Link. And he'll throw down to first base. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. We're in a 3-3 tie between San Diego and Korea. One-two pitch is a fastball outside corner, called strike 3. Inning comes to a close. Nothing for Korea. 1 man aboard on a walk. Top 6 coming up. We're tied at 3 right here on the Callum Mack 94 YouTube channel. Last chances here as we begin playing the top of the 6th inning here from Central Oahu Regional Park. Jake Van Way leads off for San Diego, takes a called strike. 3-3 tie in a back-and-forth game here between the team from Korea, Seoul, South Korea, and San Diego, California here to open up this 33rd annual World Boys Baseball Tournament. Cal McClure joining you folks here live and in full for the first time. Here from Central Oahu Regional Park. Again, we will have one more game today for San Diego coming up at roughly 7:30 Pacific time. Next pitch to Van Way is hit in the air towards shallow right. Second baseman, those over there record the outs. There's the first out of the inning. So 1 away. That brings up Ryan Lovato to the plate. Lovato has had a pretty productive day so far. He had a sac bunt earlier in the game, and then he did strike out, though, his last at-bat. But most importantly, though, did move the runners over in a key situation back earlier in the contest. 3-3 is our score here. We're at the top of the 6th inning. Only seven innings to be played here in this tournament game play. 3-3 score. Here's the pitch to Lovato. He swings and misses for strike 1, 0-1. 4, 5, 6 hitters due up here for Mark Wilson's crew. And I was just telling one of the San Diego parents during the last break that we've had a range of about 3 to 5 people viewing us here on the channel. So again, we greatly appreciate everyone that is watching the game today. So we are, of course, really thankful that you guys are out there watching us. And again, if you guys want to get interactive or get a little social again, hit me up on Twitter at KalanoMac3 with the hashtag WBB2014. Foul off and then the glove, 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 away. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Lovato chases a pitch out of the zone but fouls it off. 2 ball, count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way to Lovato. Breaking ball misses outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Three threes our score. 1 run in the second for San Diego, 2 in the fifth for their game total of 3 for Korea. 1 in the first and 1 in the third and fourth. And Lovato fouls this one off. Well, out of play towards a few spectators behind us here. So we'll do it all over again here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch. That breaking ball is way out, is a bit outside and low. And the catch for Korea kept the frame job there for a few seconds there just to see, says the home plate umpire. Full count now, 1 away here on Ryan Lovato. 3-2 pitch on the way is hit in the air in play towards the catcher, and he lost it for a brief moment in the sun. Then slipped and fell and could not come up with the catch. Tough catch for him, or a tough chance for him there to make that catch. So we'll do it all over again here. Get a little battle here between Ha and Lovato. Full count, 1 away still. Not so much as the heat factor or the breeze, more so the humidity here, folks. I mean, the humidity has been very, very high since we have got here to Honolulu back on the 31st. It's been very, very humid, more so than heat and or breeze. Full count pitch. Lovato hits one high in the air towards deep right field. This ball is going to be over the head of the right fielder and against the wall. Ball is going to get through the cutoff man, and Ryan Lovato with a great at-bat and drives a deep 1-out double to right field. And San Diego's go-ahead run and their chance at their first lead of the entire ball game is 180 feet away at second base. So Ryan Lovato with a big hit right here to get this inning going here for San Diego. Now we're going to have a injury check, it looks like, with the shortstop. Looked like he may have rolled an ankle a bit perhaps, or something came up, but a little bit of a minor stoppage of play there briefly. So he appears to be all right. Was just shaking his leg a little bit. Now we're going to have a pitching coach visit here. So it's not one thing, it's another apparently here for Korea. Wanted to check up on their pitcher or on their shortstop, and now we're going to have a new arm here. So a new pitcher going to come in here for Korea. We will scramble to our game day program and give to the Korean new pitcher here. And then we'll plug into our Game Changer live stream. Just waiting to see the number on the pitcher. It's all I got to see first. So I have seen a number. It appears to be number 20's pitching out there for Korea now, warming up. But I cannot find a 20, though, in our game day lineup rosters here. Actually, I stand corrected, folks. It's number 28 coming to pitch. That is Han L. Choi coming into pitch now for Korea. So it's Han L. Choi, number 28, not 20, coming to pitch now for Korea. Kind of tough to see the numbers here when I'm about 20 feet or 30 feet away from the backstop here. So Luke Arias at the plate here, facing the new arm here for Korea. Pitch in there for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 away. Here's the 0-1 pitch, is outside for ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Three runs on 6 hits for San Diego. They've made 2 errors in the field. 3 runs on 3 hits with 1 error for Korea. Korea's been hitless since the 3rd inning of play here. Arias hits this one high in the air and foul out of play. So it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Luke Arias today so far. Bloop singled and then struck out. It was thrown out on a catcher to first base putout. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and that is hit in the air, foul. So Arias now battling. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Arias down on strikes, fastball on the outside corner, 2 away. So with 2 away now, it's all up to Cannon Romero to come in here and sort of save the day. That pitch is inside for ball 1. Two balls, no strikes to Romero. Next pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Romero into center field. But it's going to be right there, though, in the reach of the center fielder to end the inning. So the threat does come to an end. But San Diego, it's 1 man on base, but can't do much after that. Bottom 6 coming up. Still tied at 3-3 on the Callum Mack 94 YouTube channel. Bottom 6 here as we begin the bottom half of the 6th inning here. Korea and San Diego deadlocked at 3-3. Dylan Wanamaker still on the mound here for San Diego. Pitch in there for a called strike. And apparently the game changer still thinks we're in the top of the 6th inning here. So we will fix that for you folks real quick. All right, there we go. Got that figured out. Choi chops one towards second base. And on to first in time to record the outs. There's one away. So first man retired here for Korea. Right, so the live feed is fixed. So that is, or at least the stat feed is fixed. At least we had a couple of hiccups in the road here with the game changer today. Just a few little minor things to tweak a little. Bottom 6, that pitch is low for ball 1. Next pitch is also low for ball 2 now, so it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wanamaker's in there for a called strike up to 85 pitches now for Wanamaker through 5 1/3 innings of work here. Pitch into the air to deep left field, giving chase to left field. That ball is going to be gone and over the wall. The ball just carried, and Jin-Hook Yu with a solo homer over the left field wall, and Korea has regained a 4-3 lead. That is Korea's first hit is their first hit in at least 3 innings, because they have not had a base hit in quite some time. And could it be a bigger hit at this point in time of this game? 4-3 Korea, go-ahead home run. That is their 4th hit of the ball game. Here's the 0-2 pitch and a nice breaking ball cut on a miss for strike 3, so there's 2 away. So Korea has scored all 4 of their runs solely. 1 run in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and now 1 here late in the game in the 6th inning. And a reminder, folks, that again, this is only a 7-inning game. So the last chance for San Diego is in the top half of the inning. That pitch is outside for ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. So a go-ahead homer here for Korea has given them a 4-3 lead. Now a shot towards right is going to fall in for a base hit just out of the reach of a second baseman, Rosario. It's a 2-out single now for Lee. And now Korea's had 2 hits here in the inning. Fifth hit of the ball game for Korea. Lee's the pitch to Lee is chopped off and fouled out of play. Here's the pitch. This one is hit towards center field, and now Lopez is going to fall in. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Green light at third. Two-run lead for Korea is coming home. He's in. It's a two-out triple to deep center field. Run scores. Korea's on top 5-3. So it's 5-3 Korea on a go-ahead homer, and now a RBI triple. Next pitch in there for a called strike, all in one. Now count goes to 0-2 here on the batter, Kim.
Up.
5-3 Korea, two-run sixth inning. Home run, RBI triple. Pitch on the way, and is in the air towards short. Garcia comes on to make the play, but damage is done. 2 runs on 3 hits for Korea. Last call. Top 7 coming up. San Diego trailing 5-3 on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. Well, last chance for San Diego, down 5-3 here. Bottom part of the order, going to lead things off here. Top of the 7th inning, they trail 5-3. First pitch is low for ball 1. Pinch hitter is up here, actually, for San Diego. Anthony Benedetto is going to lead off here and pinch hit for the number 8 hitter in the lineup. Next pitch is in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, top 7 Korea went ahead 5-3 on a one-out homer and a RBI triple back in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Next pitch is low for ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike. Vendetto shoots one foul down the left field line, so it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 5-3 Korea leads, 2 runs in the bottom half of the inning. And again, folks, in the tournament play, only 7 innings. Top 7 here. So this is the last chance for San Diego to get back in this game. Next pitch is in there. Hit inside, 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Anthony Vendetto, the batter. Scheduled to hit at least is Vendetto, Lopez, then the top of the order, and Dylan Wanamaker, pending any more substitutions here. Full count pitch is inside for ball 4, so the leadoff man is aboard. Pretty close pitch to take there. So leadoff man aboard here for Victor Lopez. Victor today so far. He has singled and was hit by a pitch his last at bat. First pitch on the way, in there for a called strike. Over to first base is not in time. It's going to be dropped by the first baseman, not far enough for any advancement by the base runner. So now re-entering here, the ball game is Anthony Rosario to run where he was hitting before he was taken out of the game to get the a at bat here. Five-3 Korea. They went ahead in the bottom half. Go back to first base, not in time. Five-3 Korea leads, top 7. 0-1 pitch on the way to Lopez is hit towards second base very weakly. They'll get the first out. They'll get the only out at first. Runner does advance on the fielder's choice to first base. So there's 1 out. So 1 away now. So the 4th run of the game is on second base. Back to the top of the order here in Dylan Wanamaker. First pitch in there for a called strike. Pitch to Dylan is off the glove, and it's going to go into center field for a base hit. They're going to bring in the runner from second base, and it's a 1-run ball game. It's 5-4 Korea here in the 7th inning. So don't turn off the computer just yet, folks. We still got a chance going on here in this game. It's now 5-4 in favor of Korea. RBI single for Wanamaker. There is 1 out. Now time's going to be called here for Bailey Link. Seventh hit of the ball game for San Diego. So far, the line for everybody: 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for San Diego. 5 runs on 6 hits with 1 error for Korea. So here comes Link with a chance. It's in there for a called strike. 0-1. 5-4 Korea. Last of the 7th inning here. Pitch in there for a called strike on the first base not on time. So Link takes 2 instead of just taking 1 strike. Go over to first base not in time. Link through the left side for a base hit. It's going to only move Wanamaker to second base, but now the tying run is now on second base. Back-to-back singles. And now here comes Nolan Garcia with a chance to tie the game, but now we're going to get a pitching change, it would appear. So we'll see what occurs here. We're going to have another runner, it appears, for Link. So Connor Bailey, once again, will be the man running at first.
Hey, have some fun, Nolan, right here, huh?
So 5-4 Korea leads. 8th hit of the ballgame now for San Diego. Nolan Garcia at the plate. Nolan today so far single strikeout. First pitch on the way, outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Any base hit would bring in the tying run, perhaps. There is only 1 out still. That next pitch is outside and low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes now to Garcia. It's a 5-4 ball game here. 2-0 pitch. And that's going to bounce off the glove and go all the way back to the backstop of the catcher. Everybody moves up. Tying run at third base. Go-ahead run is at second base now with only 1 away. So on the wild pitch, base runners move up 90 feet. And now Korea's going to bring the infield in. So now any base hit's going to have to get through the infield here to bring in the tying run from third base. Wanamaker at third, Bailey courtesy running at second base with a catcher, Link. And it's high for ball 4. The bases are now loaded for Jake Van Way. Now we're going to have another timeout again called here by Korea. They will apparently get a pitcher in from the bullpen now and send another pitcher down to the bullpen to start warming up. So with the new pitcher coming in, number 12 now coming in to throw here for Korea. So J.Y. Kim is coming to throw now for Korea from the bullpen. They have sent another pitcher down to the bullpen to start getting loose for the what could possibly be another extension of the if any continues to go on here. Well, if you haven't gotten enough of this broadcast for the first game, luckily, and thanks to the wonders of Google Hangouts and technology, this game will be archived and saved on the Calumet 94 YouTube channel, so you can go back later today or tomorrow and re-listen to the game. Don't forget, too, we have another game coming up at about 4:30 Hawaiian time, 7:30 back in the States in San Diego.
Come on, Jake.
So here comes Jake Van Way. First pitch on the way. Fastball inside corner for a strike. 5-4 Korea clings to a one-run lead, and the bases are loaded for San Diego. Infield is drawn in halfway. And that pitch is going to be getting through for a base hit. Van Way has tied the game. Van Way has given San Diego the lead for the first time today as the throw hit the bat that was in front of the plate, and the catcher got slid into head first. I believe took a shoulder to the thigh. He is down and in pain. So we will wait for a moment here. The catcher for Korea got clipped a little bit, appeared in the leg area. But Jake Van Way, in a 3-run 7th inning, has given San Diego their first lead of the entire ball game at the most crucial point in time of this game, in the 7th inning. Now again, we will wait here, but it appears that the catcher for Korea, when he was going to stop the ball, which inadvertently hit Van Way's lying bat in the batter's box that was not cleared out of the way. And I think personally, if the bat was not in the way, this game would be tied, not 6-5 San Diego, because the throw was right there, and the bat was in the way, and it deflected off of it, and the catcher for Korea appeared to have taken a shot to the back of his left knee, and he's all right, so he's shaking it off right now.
It's Mexico and Fresno. Mexico won.
What was the score? Do you know?
Right here. 4-3. Mexico won 4-3. Okay.
So we have a final scored report here from across the park here at the Corp. Mexico Rojo out of Tijuana, Mexico defeated Fresno, California 4-3 in the contest. Ramon, let's see what we got here. We did get some notes here from Tournament Director Victor Yamasaki. Ramon Miranda, 7 innings pitched for Mexico Rojo. And then Edson Coda also got 1 inning of work for Rojo. And for Fresno, Noel Garcia and Nick Falco also threw for Fresno. Garcia 4 innings and Falco 2 for Fresno. But again, the final score 4-3 Mexico Rojo over the boys from the Central Valley. First pitch on the way is a ball. Catcher for Korea is good, so that's good to see. So he is not still in the game, folks. First pitch to Lovato outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch to Ryan is high, but in there for a called strike, 1-1. First time all day, but San Diego has gone ahead 6-5 in the top of the 7th inning. Korea's infield now drawn in. Next pitch to Ryan is inside for a ball, 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch on the way. Outside corner for a strike, 2-2. That pitch has been called all day long. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Drawn in infield, 6-5. San Diego leads. Here's the pitch. That is high and outside for ball 3, so the count now running full. Full count pitch. That is low for ball 4, and the bases are once again loaded for San Diego. And now it's all up to Luke Arias here to possibly get San Diego an insurance policy here and back on a few more runs. A 1-run lead. And San Diego has taken their first lead of the ball game at 6-5. That pitch is outside for ball 1. 1 ball in, no strikes to Luke Arias. Three-run 7th inning. When things kind of looked a bit blurred after Korea tacked on 2 more in the bottom half of the 6th inning on a go-ahead homer and an RBI triple. 2-0 count now on Arias. 6 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for San Diego, 5 runs on 6 hits with an error for Korea. And the bases are still loaded here for San Diego after Ryan Lovato just drew a 1-out walk. 2-0 pitch on the way. In there for a called strike, 2 balls and a strike now. Shannon Romero waits on deck. Should the inning continue here? Arias hits that one in the air, foul. Count evens up at 2-2. So a few of the morning games have wrapped up, and a few of the afternoon games are getting ready to start pretty soon here at the Corp. We will try to keep you folks updated as much as possible with the scores of the games. That pitch is fouled off, and I think caught the catcher in the shoulder. 2 balls and 2 strikes count remains here. But again, the only report we have so far is, again, Mexico Rojo. Mainly one of the 2 teams that shows up from Mexico, but only one of them showed up this year. Defeated Fresno, California 4-3 in 7 innings today for that game. The next pitch, and Arias cuts on and misses for strike 3, so he's retired. 2 away now. And now it's up to Cannon Romero to sort of be the man here and keep this lead and sort of extend the lead a bit here for San Diego. Top of the 7th inning, a 3-run 7th inning after being down 5-3 to start the inning here. Romero today, walk, strikeout, lineout, flyout, so you know he's kind of overdue for a hit here. First pitch, low ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. Garcia at third, Van Way at second, Lovato at first, 2 away. And San Diego, for the first time all day, has the lead at 6-5. That pitch is in there for a called strike, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 away. San Diego has the lead at 6-5. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball into dirt, smothered by the catcher beautifully, 2 balls and a strike. That pitch is in the air and foul. So now the count evens up at 2-2. Crucial point of the game here. Deuce is wild. Bases are loaded. Here's the pitch, and that is in the dirt and low. Ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. A runner at every base. The count is full, 3-2, so the base runners will be going. Three and two, 2 outs. Biggest point of the game here. Runners go. 3-2 pitch. Hit towards short. Whether that was the shortstop throw to first base will be in time, so that will end the inning. But San Diego makes a thunderous comeback to take their first lead of the game. 3 runs on 3 hits in the inning with no errors. Last call for Korea now. 6-5 San Diego leads. Be back in just a moment. Well, after a very eventful bottom 6th inning, San Diego comes back and rallies all the way back to a 6-5 lead. So we head to the last of the 7th inning. Last chance now for Korea to tie this game up or win this game in the last half of the 7th inning. First pitch on the way in there for a called strike, 0-1. Next pitch is high for ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. It looked like a very bleak end of the game when Korea went ahead 5-3 in the bottom half of the 6th inning. San Diego rallied all the way back for 3 runs in the inning to take a 6-5 lead. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Dylan Wanamaker's hit the 100 pitch mark. Now that next pitch is high for ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That is cut on and missed for strike 3 for the first out of the inning. So 1 away. And by the way, folks, the stat tracker, if you're watching on Game Changer, is actually inaccurate. Anthony Rosario is back in the game at second base. He was as a replaced hitting-wise by Anthony Vendetto in the last half of the inning. Next pitch is high and outside for a ball, 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch is hit in the air towards first base. It is caught by Romero for out number 2. I did misspeak, folks. It's actually Victor Lopez who is in center field now pitching for San Diego. 2 away in the last half of the 7th inning. Pretty much a improbable comeback victory. They had trailed all day, tied it up numerous times, but finally took the lead at the right point of the game, which is the last of the 7th inning. That pitch is fouled off back to the screen. Matter of fact, that foul ball caught the humping umpire in the shoulder, so he kind of shrugged it off a bit and talked briefly with Victor Lopez, who came in to pitch in relief, actually, of Dylan Wanamaker. Next pitch is fouled off. It's now 0-2, so Korea down to their final strike of the day's game. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. And San Diego clings to a 6-5 lead. Bases are empty. 0-2 pitch. That is hit in the air, foul out of play. And that ball is over near the other game going on between Hawaii and Japan. To the back of us. To the right of us over here, we've got, it looks like Australia playing one of the Hawaii teams as well on the field to our right here at the Corp. 0-2 pitch, high for ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's a full slate of games today because, of course, with yesterday being rained out because of the hurricanes, everything pushed back 1 day. 1-2 pitch on the way from Lopez. That is hit in the air, and once again will go out of play. And lands in the turf area behind us. 6 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for San Diego. 5 runs on 6 hits, and a pretty crucial error for Korea back in the 5th inning of this game. 1-2 pitch. That is hit towards first, and it is in play. And it's a great play to end the ball game. This ball game belongs to San Diego in an improbable win today, and a great play to end this ball game. All-out extension. Cannon Romero dives and smothers it and flips to Victor Lopez to record the final out of the game. So the teams will now converse in front of the plate and the mound area for the post-game handshakes. The teams converse and meet. So this game is in the books. A very, very fun game, to say the least. And another great game between Korea and San Diego. They've always been great games in the entire time of the tournament. But as a final score today of 6-5 for San Diego over the club from Seoul, South Korea. The final game totals for San Diego, 6 runs on 9 hits with 2 errors. And for Korea, 5 runs on 6 hits with 1 error. Time of the ball game, who knows? It was actually a pretty long 7 innings of play, but the winning pitcher of the game is Dylan Wanamaker. The losing pitcher is Song from Korea, and Victor Lopez is tagged with the save for San Diego. We'll hang out here for a few minutes, folks. It appears that Korea and San Diego want a team photo. It's the best part about these games is not only is it about all the play and the international goodwill, but of course, getting to know the players from the oppositions and from other parts of the world more so. So we'll see what happens here real quick as they're going to converse for a couple of photos here real quick, it looks like. But again, the final score tonight, or today, in this great game, San Diego wins 6-5 of the final score of the game today. So again, coming up at about 4:30 or so, we will have our next game at 7:30 Pacific time, 4:30 Hawaiian time, when San Diego takes on the team from Hawaii. So family and friends are running out towards the field for a group photo. So what a way, folks, get this 33rd annual tournament underway with a great, exciting finish here. San Diego with a thrilling 3-run 7th inning, folks, to win the ball game today by the final score of 6-5 in a very, very so all the players gathering and conversing for the group photo after the game. We will try our best, folks. We can try to land either Coach Mark Wilson for a few post-game comments after this game conclude. We'll see what happens very shortly. But again, we're going to get done with the post-game photo, which is just wrapped up. And the players will head back to their dugouts to clean up their messes left behind from all the water and Gatorade consumed in the dugouts today, and sunflower seeds and whatnot. But again, we're very good 6-5 over Korea, and probably the toughest game of their schedule so far in this tournament. So we are really excited for the finish today. Again, San Diego with a 3-run 7th inning to win today's game 6-5 over Korea. So we will again stand by here for a brief moment. We'll see if we can get some sort of post-game comments, folks. But again, the only score reported to us other than the game between San Diego and Korea, again, was Mexico Rojo defeating Fresno 4-3 in that contest. The pitching log given to me by the tournament director, again, Ramon Miranda, 6 innings pitch, I believe. It does say 7, but there was one more pitcher used by Mexico Rojo. Let's game to go to extra innings, perhaps. Pitchers used by Mexico Rojo today, Ramon Miranda and Edson Cota in the contest. And for Fresno, Noel Garcia and Nick Falco used in the game today by the Fresno team. Again, the final score, San Diego wins 6-5 with a 3-run 7th inning comeback to win the game today after trailing all day today, coming back to win the ball game at 6-5. So the teams are currently having their post-game chat. Again, folks, a reminder real quick that the next game is slated for 7:30 Pacific time, 4:30 over here on the Netherlands. We'll bring you folks that game when we get there at about 4:15 perhaps, or right at game time beforehand. But again, San Diego wins by the game line stats. Again, for San Diego, 6 runs on 9 hits with 2 errors in the contest. For Korea, 5 runs on 6 hits with 1 error in the contest. Dylan Wanamaker gets the win, goes 6 innings in the contest. The loser is Song for Korea, and Victor Lopez gets the save. Dylan Wanamaker, the lone player for San Diego, along with Jake Van Way with 2 hits in the contest, and Wanamaker also had some strikeouts today for San Diego. Next game coming up will be San Diego and Hawaii. Roughly around 4:30 local time over here on the islands, folks. About 7:30 back on the Pac Coast. So again, the final score once more. We will actually end it here. We'll try to get some comments from Coach Mark Wilson later on. But again, the final score: San Diego 6, Korea 5. We'll see you folks back here in roughly a few hours or so. Again, San Diego, Hawaii, 7:30 game time on the West Coast, 4:30 over here. For Cal McClurg, so long, folks. See you folks later on. Bye bye.